Hello everyone! Have you ever wondered why some schools help students do really well while others struggle? The secret is not magic. It's about planning and working together. Today we are talking about what makes schools effective using research from a book called What Works in School by Robert J. Marzano. But before we proceed to our main discussion, let us first identify what you are expected to learn from these video presentations. So by the end of our discussions, you are expected to first analyze the interconnectedness of school, teachers, and student factors in creating effective learning environments. Second, evaluate the impact of professionalism, collaborations, and continuous improvement on school culture and safety. And last, promote the value of creating supportive and inclusive school that prioritize well-being, engagement, and growth for all. Our main goal in school is simple: helping students succeed. But achievement doesn't just happen. It's made when everyone works on purpose toward the same goal. Zano research says three big things affect how well students do: things the school decides, things teachers do, and things about the student themselves. Let's break it down quickly. First, school level factors. It is the big rules and plans that whole school follows. Second, teacher level factors. It is how teachers teach, manage their classes, and plan lessons. Third, student level factors. It is a things like where you live, what you already know, and how much you want to learn. Today, we will focus on some of the school level factors, and my co-presenters will cover the rest later on. First up, the curriculum. That's what you learn in school. Marzano says this has the biggest impact on how will you do, but it also the hardest to get right. Guaranteed and viable curriculum means two things. First, every student gets to learn the most important stuff, not just extra things. And second, there's enough time in the 205 days school year to cover it all. Teachers and principals make sure class time is not wasted on things that don't matter, so you can learn what you need to. Next, setting big goals and getting feedback. Good schools believe every student can learn, no matter where you start. They set a high goal because we usually do better when we aim high. These goals are clear, so you know exactly what you are working toward. And teachers give you regular, specific feedback, like you did great on this problem, but try this trick for the next one to help you improve. Third, getting parents and community involved. It's not just about giving money. Parents and neighbors can help in so many ways, as classroom helpers, guest speakers, people who watch the playground, or even cooks. When they are part of the school, they feel like they matter, and that makes them want to help you to do your best. There are two more key school level factors: a safe and orderly environment and professionalism among staff. These are super important, like making sure the school is a place where you feel safe, respected, and supported, and that teachers work well together. So that's our look at curriculum, goals, and community involvement. For the full story on professionalism, safety, and how school put the curriculum into actions, I'm excited to introduce my co-presenter, Lance Matt Dwayne Galera.
Now, let's talk about collegiality and professionalism. In an effective school, teachers don't just work side by side, they work together. They interact professionally, they openly share both successes and failures, and they continuously learn from each other. This kind of environment builds trust and respect. It also encourages teachers to analyze their practices so they can keep improving. Professionalism also has several important aspects. These include teacher efficacy, experience, subject matter, knowledge, and pedagogical knowledge. Teacher efficacy is especially crucial. It's the belief that we, as teachers, can genuinely make a difference. When teachers believe they can create change, they become more dedicated, more resilient, and more committed to continuous improvement. A strong of professionalism leads to a collaborative climate where principals and teachers engage as colleagues. This kind of teamwork doesn't just benefit teachers, it creates an environment where students are more likely to become achievers. Next is school safety. A safe school isn't just about having rules, it's about addressing real issues like violence, drug abuse, bullying, and even sexual harassments. Students learn best when they feel protected, supported, and respected. So, as educators, it's our responsibility to create learning spaces that are physically and emotionally safe. Another important factor is curriculum implementation and feedback. It's not enough to have an intended curriculum, we must ensure that it is actually implemented inside the classroom. And part of that process is collecting feedback from students, teachers, and even parents. That feedback should be communicated clearly so we can adjust our approaches and improve learning outcomes. Finally, we consider elaborative learning and discussions. These include looking at the different factors that influences achievement, especially when dealing with students who may be less motivated. It also brings forward questions about what truly makes a teacher effective. This discussion helps us reflect, refine our practices, and understand how all these factors connect to student success.